Some huge moves could be on the cards today, with Real Madrid pushing for Enzo Fernández and Barcelona ready to break their transfer record for Julián Alvarez. Manchester City are also closing in on a British record bid for Elliot Anderson, while Tottenham are targeting Matheus Fernandes from West Ham. We'll break down all the latest rumours and reports from across Europe, with updates on Chelsea's defensive wishlist and more. Now, the hot rumours. Tottenham are stepping up their pursuit of Matheus Fernandes from West Ham, with both BBC Sport and The Sun reporting that Spurs are keen to land him as their central midfield target this summer. West Ham are said to value Fernandes at £80 million, and while Tottenham have already had a bid for Newcastle's Sandro Tonali rejected, their focus seems to have shifted. The Sun also notes that Manchester United could be outmuscled by Spurs on wages if they enter the race. With multiple outlets agreeing on Tottenham's intent and West Ham's valuation, this one feels like a serious negotiation in progress. Definitely one to watch as Spurs look determined to get their man. Chelsea's search for defensive reinforcements has seen them step up their interest in JACOBO Ramón, currently at Como. Both The Athletic and Team Talk report that Ramón is firmly on Chelsea's wish list, with Team Talk adding that the Spanish defender is attracting attention from several clubs. While no fee has been mentioned, the fact that Chelsea are actively pursuing him and multiple sources are covering the story suggests this is more than just early interest. Chelsea fans should keep an eye on this one, as it looks like talks could progress soon. In addition to JACOBO Ramón, Chelsea are also being linked with Crystal Palace's Maxence Lacroix. The Athletic lists Lacroix alongside Ramón on Chelsea's wish list, while The Telegraph reports that Chelsea are preparing to advance their interest in the Palace centre-back. There's also mention of Como being ready to bid for Trevoh Chalobah, which could influence any potential deal. While still at the interest and preparatory stage, the coverage from two reputable sources makes this one to keep tabs on as Chelsea look to reshape their back line. Real Madrid are making moves for Chelsea's Enzo Fernández, with Nizar Kinsella reporting that fresh talks have taken place between the clubs. The Argentine is reportedly keen on the switch, and personal terms are not expected to be a stumbling block. The fee being discussed is around £120 million to £125 million, with The Sun adding that Marc Cucurella has been encouraging Fernandes to join him at Madrid. With multiple sources in agreement and the player's willingness clear, this is a major story to watch as Real Madrid look to strengthen their midfield. Manchester City are on the verge of breaking the British transfer record for Nottingham Forest's Elliot Anderson. The Daily Mail reports that City are close to agreeing a package worth up to £136 million, with negotiations said to be at an advanced stage and further talks expected within the next 24 hours. This would eclipse previous records and signals just how highly City rate Anderson. With the deal described as edging closer and talks ongoing, this is a huge potential signing that could be wrapped up soon. The race for Julián Alvarez is heating up, with Barcelona reportedly ready to break their transfer record by offering around £135 million. Jose Alvarez and the Daily Mirror both indicate that Arsenal are also in the hunt, while Real Madrid believe Alvarez's public desire to leave Atletico Madrid could force the club to accept their own proposal of a similar value. However, the Mirror notes that Atletico are refusing to sell to Barcelona after Alvarez confirmed he wants out. With three major clubs involved and huge sums being discussed, this is one of the summer's blockbuster sagas. And finally, the one still on the radar. Arsenal and Manchester United are both keeping tabs on Bournemouth's Alex Scott, according to the Daily Mail. Bournemouth reportedly value Scott at around £60 million to £62 million, making him a significant investment for any suitor. While the interest is clear, there's no sign yet of formal bids or advanced negotiations. For now, this looks like one to monitor as Arsenal and United weigh up their midfield options. Tottenham have reportedly reduced their asking price for Cristian Romero to around £26 million to £27 million, which has reignited Atletico Madrid's interest, according to Mundo Deportivo. While there's no mention of formal talks or bids yet, the price drop could make a move more likely. For now, this is a story in the early stages, but it's one to keep an eye on if Atletico decide to move forward. Aston Villa are said to be ready to lower their demands for Emiliano Martinez to just under £9 million, with Juventus the club most closely linked, according to Tuttosport. This reduced price could pave the way for a move, but so far, there's no confirmation of advanced talks or a bid from Juventus. It's an early-stage rumour, but the price point could attract more concrete interest soon. Arsenal and Manchester City are both said to be considering a move for Sporting's Morten Hulmand, as reported by a bowler. The story highlights that both clubs could look at the Sporting captain, but there's no mention of offers or negotiations at this stage. This feels like preliminary interest rather than anything advanced, but with two big clubs circling, it's a situation worth monitoring as the window progresses. RB Leipzig's young diamond is attracting attention from both Liverpool and Real Madrid, but caught offside and Fitches. Liverpool reportedly have Diamond as a top target, though a high asking price is said to be a significant obstacle. Real Madrid are also now linked, but there's no suggestion yet of formal bids or advanced talks. This is one to watch, especially if either club decides to push past Leipzig's valuation. Roma have reportedly told both Arsenal and Tottenham that they have until June 30th to strike a deal for KONÉ, according to Football Fancast. There's no indication yet of talks progressing or bids being submitted, but the deadline could force interested clubs to make a quick decision. For now, this remains in the early stages, but the clock is ticking. That's all for today's transfer roundup. Make sure to subscribe to The Signing Room for daily updates on every major deal and rumor.